Okay, this is my Knight Rider replica, and what I'd like to do here today on my short video is give you an idea of how I've put together one of my special features on the car. I've installed a CO2 sprayer, so one of the things that you can do with this car, just like the show, is push a button, and right under the nose there, you get a cloud of CO2 gas, just like a fire extinguisher that KITT had in the series. So I'm going to give you an idea of how I've put this together. It's not really a how-to video, just kind of showing you all the different components. In case anyone is interested in doing the same thing with their replica, hopefully this video will help. Okay, the first part of the system setup is a CO2 gas tank. Now, there were various options that I found just by doing some research. This right here, I know it's hard to see in the sunlight there, but this used to be a what they call a Beermeister, and it has been converted to hold the CO2 gas. Any type of fire extinguisher type setup would work. You know, there were various options, like if you did a fire extinguisher, you can basically just clamp the trigger down, and then that would be able to shoot out the gas as well. What I wanted was a valve like this that I can turn on and off, but not physically shoot out until I was ready to push that button inside the dash. So I like the setup of this, and it was real simple. I took it to a local place that fills up CO2 tanks and fire extinguishers, recharges them, and they were able to help me out with this setup. So a simple Beermeister will do. You can see it's bracketed down there at the bottom, directly to the bottom of the car there, and it's in pretty stable condition. Won't move or fall down as I'm driving. Now after that, you have this right here. This is a, let's see if I can get a better shot there. This is a nitrous solenoid. It's what racers use when they hook up a nitrous system on their car. It's actually real simple. They have two wires here. Can't really see the two. There they are. So basically the two wires go right to your switch inside the dash. And what happens is when I open up this valve here, the gas basically stops right there, and it will not continue until I'm ready to push that button in the dash. So that's what releases the gas through here. This particular solenoid is something that I found online at a place called DynoTune, and I'm pretty sure any store that sells nitrous parts, you'd be able to find something like this. So you get some adapters here which actually come with the solenoid, and you just have to adapt this to the adapters on the tank. And then from there, long hose. So this particular hose here will run all the way to the front of the car. This is a braided hose. I don't remember the exact dimensions of it, but I want to say it was lengthwise about 17 feet. So you'll need a pretty long hose. It was just a single line from here all the way to the other side. This is a type of hose that would also go into a nitrous system, so if you're not really sure where to find this, just start looking up nitrous setups, and you'd find this type of hose in a lot of the different sites. So this will simply run all the way to the front of the car. You can see that I've run it under here, and then you don't see it anymore throughout the car. So you can see the braided line right there. There's actually two hoses that you see here. That second hose is for my oil slick in the back, but the braided hose will simply run along that wheel well there, and let's see if I can get underneath here. So, no, that's the other hose, but it runs along the same path. This path right here. The, right here. So it runs right along the edge of the car. I know I have to fix that other hose. It's kind of sinking down a little bit. But then it goes all the way up here. Goes up inside that wheel well cover so you don't see it through here. And then you can see that it comes out right there. So let me get a closer shot of that for you. Okay, so the hose comes right to the other side of this, and then I have this little T-piece right here which allows it to branch out into two other hoses when it actually does the spray. Again, really simple connectors. I mean, these you can find easily when you find this hose, and the gas will simply come through these two hoses here, and you'll get, I got one right there and another one right there, and that's how the CO2 shoots out. Now I could put some adapters on here that will make more of a spread out cloud. Right now the gas just kind of shoots out pretty narrowly, but that's one thing I haven't done at this time, and I don't know if I will. When you look at the car from the regular vantage point, you can very faintly see the two sprayers, but that's because I'm on the ground here. You know, when you get up and look at it from a regular viewing angle, you don't really see them at all. So it kind of creates a really cool effect, and I'll show you that effect now. I'll bring it back in the garage there and show you what that CO2 spray would look like. But that's pretty much how the system is set. It actually turns out to be quite simple.